Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Beat43210 and welcome back to the Taiko World Cup 2021 recap series. 6 teams enter the finals week looking to survive some of the biggest confrontations of the tournament. Over the next 2 weeks, only one will be crowned Taiko World Cup champion. Unlike the previous videos, the finals and grand finals week will be combined all in one. As usual, if you do enjoy this video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Ari, who made this beautiful introduction video and allowed me to use it. Check out the full clip on his Twitter, which I've linked in the description below. And of course, the banger music that is included. Without any further delay, let's recap the finals. The finals map pool was quite the explosive nature, jam-packed with everything you would expect. Which, of course, when I say everything you would expect, I mean the unexpected. Nomad 2 was one of the most diverse maps in the Nomad pool, neatly dividing several skill sets over 5 different sections, absolutely slamming people who are much more niche in their skills. Nomad 6 had the most entertaining gimmick map to watch, only to be horrified halfway in the map at the sheer number of finishes that were present in the song. The infamous R176 track, which has been a staple song in the Taiko World Cup series for several years, and I think it's been included in every single mod pool, has made a grand return as a hidden 2 pick. While people might have expected R176 to make a return, as it normally does, what people didn't expect was the song speeding up all the way to 300 BPM in the second half of the song, and holding it all the way into the end, turning into a crazy fast speed pick. Another surprise for the players was the fact that Hard Rock Pool only had one map for finals week. That's because Hard Rock 1 got banned in literally every single match, so this time we can actually pretend it didn't exist. The most normal part of the finals pool was the continuation of using old school maps as double time picks. Raiden's Symphony of the Night and a 2015 ranked map that I'm just going to refer to as Ringaruri because it's way too long to pronounce, was selected. Fremod 1 was probably one of the most innovative maps in the tournament, where the chart and its designated challenges was completely flipped on its head depending on what mod combinations were selected, implementing plenty of mapping tricks to create, in my opinion, one of the craziest free mod maps in Taiko history. And I'm open for anybody to debate. The last unexpected thing in the pool was a tiebreaker song title so long in length that somehow it fit the goddamn Osu Laser client box on screen. How it fit, I'll never comprehend. The weekend kicked off with the battle between South Korea and Singapore. After Ballora carried Singapore last week by the skin of his teeth, around 90% of the Pickems community anticipated that their luck was going to run out. South Korea has been mirroring their last year's performance and we're matching expectations thus far in the tournament. However, we've already seen a very different lineup to this year's top 6, and anything is possible. With Singapore winning the role, they opened up with Nomad 6, testing South Korea's preparation with finishes right off the bat. Hurrah, the only person left, still in the full combo.
Is Borag hitting all the... Oh, he's not hitting all the finishers. That's a very reasonable thing to do. Yeah.
The only
maintaining combo over... So prioritizing combo over finishers. Good strategy. As Singapore will run away with the lead.
South Korea looked to find similar success with Eternal Drain. Well, 5 Henry doing a really good job at 99.36%. Ra and Denon right behind. As the map comes to a conclusion, South Korea will very comfortably take this point. They found it after Singapore was lacking a second player that could keep up with the strain of the map. Singapore followed it with Nomad 1.
And I don't think things are looking too good for Singapore here. South Korea's already got a 100k lead. It's gonna take a miracle for them to lead back.
And especially when you got somebody like Peaceful who is just holding so dominantly on this map. Trying to just rely on one player to completely tank this final section.
Oh, big no loss from 5 Henry.
But Awazi misses. Okay, 5 Henry has cut into South Korea's lead a bit, but Peaceful absolutely dominated the map. South Korea scored the very first breakpoint in the match and solidified it easily with a dominating performance in Hard Rock 2. The finish from 3 of the other players. Peaceful looking like he lost his full combo at the end here. Wow, struggling. He will pass though.
Is that a disconnect from Olo?
I mean, even if it was a disconnect, South Korea will still take the point. Because Prehistoria failed. If Olo disconnected, Peaceful will still be Blora and score, so it's still going to be 3-1.
Look, the stream client just cannot take the excitement of this match.
Singapore continued making nomad picks with Angel, but South Korea ran into severe internet problems that required a player swap from their end. A player swap that would create one of the most exciting maps of the round.
They're getting...
South Korea's getting a bit of breathing here.
But hang on a minute. Techi is at 89%, Jonas at 90%. Meanwhile, Baran and Nana are both at 99 and 98 respectively. We have a fight.
We have the one final speed section. It could be down to the wire. It really depends how both players handle the speed.
And Jono and Techi just trading misses, but Techi's coming out much worse.
Ooh, it's so
actually a fair game. But
final finisher section.
That's it. That could be it.
It could really go on either side right now.
Come on, client. There we go. We're going to see the ending here. Oh, but Techi missed. Hang on a minute. Wait,
what?
No, Jono, come back. Wait, what? Techi failed?
Oh my god, I think Singapore won that one by 2,000 points. Just by the skin of their teeth. Client, bit of an error there. Zechi was able to pass, I believe.
Oh, okay.
South Korea continued to punish Singapore's inability to hold in faster maps with a convincing win on Hidden 2, where everybody but Peaceful struggled in the last half of the song.
Really fast recoveries, and it's helping him even to fight. Laura and Techi can't hold. Now as we splits through this final KI time, Singapore is being left in the dust, People losing his full combo. Unfortunately for Singapore, they've now lost the opportunity to take this point here. So they're going to be staying down the break point. Jono missing the mono stream at the end there, but South Korea will secure the point.
Singapore doubled down on Nomad once again with Phil's seasickness. Unfortunately for them, South Korea was far more prepared than they were, and put themselves in a convincing 5-2 advantage. South Korea picked Symphony of the Night in a continuing trend of challenging Singapore on the more draining maps of the pool, a trend that was well worth it, as Wazi could not keep up with the others. Singapore tried going ahead with free mod 1 in the hopes that South Korea would overestimate their own abilities and pick way too many mods for their comfort.
This is just insane. Even trying to watch it, Peaceful picks up the miss at the end, but it's still going to be quite an insane performance.
I'm just speechless here.
Look at that. He doesn't get the full combo, but still 99, what is it, nearly 99%? That is ridiculous.
When you get over the hidden hard rock multiplier on hidden hard rock. Oh. I know there are sliders, but that's a crazy performance.
Sadly, Singapore couldn't put up much of a fight in the accuracy department, and it would result in them getting knocked out in the top 6. This was the best result from Singapore in Taiko World Cup history, and they were pretty happy with where they finished. South Korea advanced to face the eventual winner between Argentina and Canada. Argentina has been another team breaking personal records, being the only other team to make a finals appearance for the very first time, as Gaston captained alongside Rectful, Axer, Doodle, and Trollicat to push themselves to the limit against Canada. Canada is a veteran finale team who has managed to stay in the top 6 since Taiko World Cup 2016. The first map picked by Canada definitely showed how close the match could get.
This is now Argentina with the lead, but Trollicat, everyone is just missing. Jitter's the only one really keeping up any sort of combo. That's gonna allow Canada to keep up the lead, but just as I say that, he does pick up a miss.
It's coming down to the wire.
It is coming down to the wire. Doodle missing in the last section. Just a couple thousand points, and oh my, Canada barely takes it, I think? No, there's one more section.
One more stream.
There's one more section, and Canada takes it, just barely. I forgot about that burst at the end.
So did I.
Canada's defense on Hidden 2 was followed up with a very close confrontation on Nomad 1.
Yeah, as we're approaching the end of the map, Argentina's gonna need misses for Canada, but actually Trollocat's gonna be missing even more.
Yeah, dropping the full combo and picking up a lot of misses on that.
Oh wow, and everyone pretty much missing on that except Janitor. And another really close map, but it's gonna go to Canada. That's gonna be the first break point of the match.
Up at breakpoint, Canada had a smooth time over the next few maps.
Janitor's still with the full combo.
Nanner's missing out quite a lot of the finishers, but Canada does have the extra score to kind of afford to take that route.
Yeah, and now we're getting towards the end of the map. I don't know how much hard parts there really is in this map. A janitor full comboing, I believe. Oh my god. Yeah, as we're approaching the last section, there's just one more section. I think there's one more speed section. And yeah, janitor dropped the full combo, no! Feels bad. That is still such an insane score from Janitor.
It wasn't until Eternal Drain was picked where finally Argentina had a chance to come back.
Oh, Janitor with some huge drops, but Doodle instantly trades it, so nothing's really going to be happening off of that. And Canada's going to take it. Oh no. Feels bad for Argentina.
It was looking good for them at the beginning, but no, Canada swiped it back out from under them.
Unfortunately, Argentina lost and would go on to get absolutely crushed on the final map to get eliminated in the top 6. Let's just say it wasn't that much of a surprise in the Pickems, but Argentina had a huge celebratory performance for achieving such a strong run in this year's Taiko World Cup. The only noticeable downside was that some of their top players in the team will be moving on from the game, and it raises questions on how exactly they'll achieve a similar run next year. But that's a topic for next year's video if I ever make one. Canada and South Korea would clash in the final loser bracket match for the weekend. Whoever wins would be guaranteed top 3, get a nice fancy badge on their profile, and a small 40 USD payday. In the most divisive match of the week, South Korea was only somewhat favored by 65% of the Pickems community. Canada kicked off the match by playing R176.
Drop, if it's not going to be traded off by Olo or Peaceful, that drop might be what gives it to Korea here.
Yeah, there is not much of the map and a pretty decent just point lead in general. Visha picking up another miss, but Olo kind of returning it around the same time, but with not that much map left, I don't think there's enough time. Peaceful, I was about to say Peaceful was going to hold strong with like a 3-100.
Peaceful's dominance on Hidden led South Korea to take the first point without much contest. This was followed up by a strong performance on Ringauri.
Danan just hitting 1,000. Both. Okay, we got a double miss there from Janitor and Danan, followed by another Danan miss. But it's not going to be enough. There's still a good bit of the map to go. The end is very just typical patterning. But, you know, it's very easy to... I mean, when I played this map, like, 3 years ago for the FC, I always messed up at the end sometimes, but no one's going to mess up at the end.
Canada looked to score a point with Fremont 1.
I mean, Janitor, never mind.
Why? You did the thing.
Unfortunately for Canada, they started down 3 map points, but they had a good opportunity to score a breakpoint on Theory.
Little part of me that does not consider that to be entirely out of the table now. Nanner's missing quite a lot on the KKK DDDK 1-6 there. And
missing some more.
Again, that's gonna actually bring the scores incredibly close as they actually flip over to South Korea in the last possible second.
That is so unfortunate.
While unsuccessful, they finally got on the board with a win on Pennsylvania.
Picking up, yes, go ahead, finish your thoughts.
I was just about to say, Danan picking up yet another mistake. Peaceful and Janitor both missing at the same time, but I mean, if the two people who miss together are any more like perfect miss together that would be peaceful and Janitor. Now this, I believe, is the final spinner into like an outro section with the... I don't think there's actually any more object.
Then Peaceful went ahead and just destroyed everybody on Symphony of the Night.
Yeah, we're seeing another note lock from Visha. Quite a couple of notes. Janitor holding a solid combo now at the 4-digit mark, but it really isn't enough. That is a monstrous lead from South Korea as they take the 5th point.
The rest of the match went clearly in South Korea's favor without much contest. Only honorable mention was a beautiful full combo on F1055 to end the match. Canada was eliminated in the top 4, but was able to continue their repeated success in Taiko World Cup with yet another strong performance. In the last 6 years, they've always placed in the top 6, and in that time, they have finished with 2 third places, 2 fourth places, and a top 6 finish back in TWC 2020. Their elimination here makes it their 3rd fourth place finish in that time frame. South Korea waited at the end of the loser bracket to see if either Japan or Brazil will join them. In the last matchup for the week, Brazil set out to stop Japan from holding a bracket reset advantage heading into Grand Finals week. With Brazil winning the role, they picked Nomad 6 with the hopes of capitalizing on Japan's poor showing in gimmick maps throughout the tournament.
Siren's full combo with just such high accuracy is really helping Japan hold the lead.
Yeah, well, they did drop down accuracy quite a bit, but Siren's score is way too strong for Brazil.
Saren saw it coming and absolutely crushed everyone on the map, which was then followed up by Japan doing what they do best.
Just ridiculous. Oh my god, I don't think we've even seen a 98% on this before this match, and now we have a 99 and a high 98.
Japan just really showcasing why they're such a dominant team.
In the first free mod battle of the match, Sayaron took on the extra pressure of Hidden Hard Rock, and it paid off.
Clearing it, and now I think Japan will pretty much coast to another point.
Yeah, with not very much mat left of the map, even some misses might not make the difference.
Honestly, really unfortunate for Brazil. 2 high 99s is still really impressive, but Japan was way too prepared.
Japan went on to do what Japan does best over the next couple of maps, and that was absolutely destroying the maps on show.
Oh my god.
Yeah, double mix there for Brazil is pretty much gonna completely seal the fate of this map.
Yeah, Saren also didn't play last year either, and now he's joining, and oh my god, what is that? 8 100s and 5 100s on this? I think the next closest 100 count was like 30 or 20 something.
Bonnie, Skull Kid still holding full combo though for the 300 BPM section.
Alright, 2 high 99s. I think like literally just one isolated miss from Sanford so far.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Alright, ending stream. Can they both FC it?
Oh,
they missed it at the end. What? 1 100 and 1 miss? Did he SS that last stream?
That was until Eternal Drain was played. In the closest map of the match, both Sayaron and Skull Kid was sitting on a double S in one of the fastest maps of the pool.
If they can make it to the Kia, I think they'll take this. Oh my god. Skulkin and Sharon still holding on to double S. Pipa's not too far behind.
Oh
my god. I think they'll still be fine. They got really close at the end, but Brazil does prevent the sweep. Skulkin, that's double S.
Brazil's victory was short-lived as they went on to lose their very next map, ending the match in a 7-1 result. After finals week concluded, Brazil would face South Korea in the loser bracket, with the winner facing Japan, who held the bracket reset advantage. Before the third place match took place, a brand new map pool was released that was extremely punishing for all surviving teams. Had everything you expect from a grand finals pool. Several maps in the pool that was custom made for the tournament. Nomad 2, Bichigire Berserker, and Nomad 4's Absurd Hero were made by well-known mappers Fierce 777 and Hexes. Other Nomad maps combined all the elements expected from a top 2-digit player in the Taiko community, and cranked up a lot of the usual themes that we've been seeing in the tournament to a level that has not been seen before throughout the tournament. The entire hidden pool was banned or ignored throughout the weekend by all teams, so none of the maps got played. After multiple weeks of tournament-wide hard rock bans, which has turned into a bit of a running joke in the recap series, Mappool selectors were finally forced to admit that maybe they're trying a bit too hard with hard rock, and they had to tone down the difficulty of hard rock maps, so that way they would at least be picked. Hence why Speed of Link was thrown into the pool, which was a well-known, loved map that's been a very popular choice in the tournament scene, and a map that a lot of players will be familiar with, so it wouldn't be banned. The icing on the cake with this map pool was the tiebreaker, one-upping last year's grand finals from the Taiko World Cup, where Camellia made an entire custom song for the tiebreaker. The map pool selectors for this year's Taiko World Cup got not one, not two, but 3 different artists and a Johnson Solid to string together an entire custom song. It's a decent song, and with the help of Tasuke and Fierce 777, created a very challenging map that would break the very best players in the Taiko community. Up first to play the pool was a third-place matchup between Brazil and South Korea. The Pickems significantly backed South Korea to win the match. However, it didn't start well when South Korea lost to a 100 roll.
Oh my god, Skull Kid rolled a 100.
Oh, that's instant win.
Well, you don't lose to 100.
You can tie.
No.
Brazil kicked off the match with Nomad 6 immediately testing preparation, where Pipus had a dominant performance on the map despite all of the map's attempts to deceive the players.
But unfortunately, Pipus just absolutely dominating the map. And now coming down to this final section. Will anyone miss on the DK section? No.
No. That's the first point for Brazil. And on the first pick, it's Peepers with a full combo. 1100s.
South Korea picked Speed of Link as their first map and absolutely crushed Brazil.
In hard rock, that's how hard it is as Brazil finds a double miss. A complete reset again.
Ola loses the double S, but both Peaceful and Olo are sitting at full combos as they come to the very end of the speed section.
My goodness.
So now they just have to handle the very straightforward slowdown, and they will finish with 2 full combos.
Yeah, that's why Brazil buying hard rock too. Because this roster from South Korea is just so good.
Brazil showed that speed was not their problem as they went ahead and selected Kumo no Kireme, where Skull Kid absolutely shined on the map with one of the craziest performances in the map pool.
Like a Brazil win.
It does look like it will be a Brazil win at this rate. As Brazil maintains a 80,000 lead, and that 80,000 lead is not going anywhere. Even a catastrophic choke at the very end here would not stop South Korea from losing. So it looks like Brazil should be able to secure this from here. And they do win by a 100,000 point margin.
Once again, South Korea responded in kind with a dominant performance on Fremont 2 with Vanguard 2.
You're not even the combo now.
Not even the combo as well. Yeah, they're Olo maintaining the full combo, which is helping South Korea. Just that extra more, just help them get over the line.
Yeah, this should be a pretty clear win for South Korea.
Yep, it is going to be. The only question left is, will Olo finish with a full combo?
Most likely, there's nothing left in this map.
You never know.
Finding earlier success in Free Mud Pool, South Korea picked Flame War and largely continued the running trend of the match of winning their own picks quite comfortably.
By having 98% accuracy, he is pretty much offsetting Skull Kid's very strong performance on this map.
Yeah, at this point, South Korea already won this free mod.
Yeah,
It will be another time.
Yeah, Hirake, unfortunately unable to hold a mod which I can't blame him. He was forced to pick a mod under the free mod rules. And it just gave South Korea a much wider opening to take this, and they have taken it down.
But at this point, people were getting scared. The score was 3-3. Both sides had comfortably defended their own picks for the most part, and neither side was even remotely close to breaking. The Pickems community was getting scared. Commentators were downplaying the tiebreaker possibilities. And it all cranked up to 11 when a very intense battle ensued on No Mod 2 in the very first close map of the match.
Still,
That's gonna
Aqualize,
help
they're
Brazil.
better.
But Papus trades it off.
That trades it back.
And Skull Kid misses as well. So Peaceful going to the finish section. He's hitting all the finishes. He's hitting all of those finishes. He's going for those bonus points.
Oh, wait, watch out, he finds
Oh,
some
it's
mini
gonna be really close here.
Skull Kid finding him, but he
Skull
just
Kid
got...
absolutely collapsing.
He bends it away,
But it's going to be
baseball.
extremely close. Who's
Brazil
gonna come
might
out on
take
top
this
of these
one.
finishes? I gotta settle it.
It's South Korea taking the break point, finally, on the edge.
And South Korea actually they snatched the break point by hitting all those finishes.
South Korea secured the breakpoint and wrapped up the No Mod 2 with Absurd Hero. Once again, another very close battle ensued as Peaceful and Skull Kid was fighting for an advantage while 5 Henry and Pipus was holding on for dear life.
Huge drop.
It was a huge
But-
drop.
But you know
No,
what?
I know.
It's okay. It should be okay here. But Skull Kid has that good combo going.
No, it's not enough with Peebus missing, and
It's not
both of
enough.
the South Koreans holding through. This should be a 5-3.
So there we go. We did say at some point there may have been major drops from South Korea, and they were, but it was only at the very end of the song where we saw Peaceful struggle.
From there, South Korea just settled the match 7-3 without further contest from Brazil. Brazil simply ran out of picks to stay competitive, and as a result, were eliminated from the tournament in third place. Brazil went down in this year's Taiko World Cup as the first South American team to ever finish at the podium. All of the members of Brazil were absolutely thrilled at the end result of the tournament, and took a well-earned third place badge, of which was immediately taken down when the typo error was spotted. And yes, if you were wondering if I was intentionally butchering third place, yes, I was. Unfortunately for staff, the internet caught it in 4K. From there, the grand final match started between Japan and South Korea. The Pickem community had absolutely no faith in South Korea. Not even an expected value bet to go for like the bonus underdog points. Actually, I take that back, only one person did, it wasn't me. While everyone expected Japan just to take down the tournament, to say that South Korea didn't put up a fight would be a discredit to the effort they made to challenge one of the strongest Taiko World Cup lineups that Japan has ever had.
To the lobby, but I don't know if it's enough. It's going to come down to the wire here. Hopefully Danon can hold on strong.
Yeah, miss from either team right now could change the fate of this map.
This is definitely going to be coming down to the wire here. But it does look like the point is going to be going over to Japan. Alright, there's the slowdown. A little bit of an act drop there from Olo. Ikumi as well.
And the scores are practically flickering.
Oh, both Peaceful and Olo getting 100s on that final finisher. That's going to be just ever so slightly favoring Japan here at the end. But Sierra with a miss. Oh, Olo with a huge no drop. What? Literally the last pattern of the song.
South Korea was not swept as they had a rare victory on Flame Wall in one of the closest margins of victories in this tournament, winning by 666 points.
100 can be taken by either team. Yeah, Olo picks up just 1 or 2 100s. Yeah, the score is now drifting.
missed
Sierra
the
with a
zero,
huge
though.
miss, though. Alright. This is
final
the home
stream.
stretch.
Peaceful.
Peaceful missing. Wait.
Spin.
Okay, hold on. Oh, they're gonna hold it. Wow, they're gonna hold it with less than 1,000 points. That's what, 600 point difference?
Oh man.
However, they did go on to lose the rest of the match in a convincing fashion to wrap up everything with a 7-1 result. South Korea repeated their success from last year, holding on to their second place podium. Despite the weaker lineup, they put in a lot of effort and managed to stay on top. Well, nearly on top. Japan On the other hand, well, what can I say about Japan? Congratulations to Japan for winning Taiko World Cup 2021. They fought hard for it and showed plenty of top performances throughout the tournament, which I've showcased throughout this recap series. They've secured the top podium for their 8th year in a row, and still remain a very strong force to be reckoned with, only dropping 7 points throughout the entirety of the tournament. The reigning Osu Tiger champions finished the tournament in a killing fashion by playing the tiebreaker where Sayron105, who is the #1 ranked player in the community, showed that even the tiebreaker could barely hold him back from his full potential. Which, by the way, he showed later on Twitter that he actually scored a full combo on this song during one of his practice runs. It's absolutely scary. And it honestly is truly a performance that would scare players for years to come. And with that, Taiko World Cup 2021 comes to a close. Look, recapping this tournament has certainly been quite a blast. You guys have shown strong support throughout the 2 or so months that I've been doing this, and everything from showing up and watching the videos, hitting the like button, watching the matches live, or during these recaps. I'm very thankful for the support that you guys have provided. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back and highlight what I do best. List of maps to decide upon. But you know what is very nice to see? I don't know if other people have noticed this so far, but like, Taiwan's just been picking everything on the left-hand side of the screen, while Singapore's been banning everything on the right side of the screen. It looks
my god, I can't believe I didn't even notice that. That actually looks so satisfying. So obviously, Taiwan's gonna pick no mod 3 DT1 or FM1 or something.
Nah, it's gonna get ruined because I pointed it out. They pick Spitfire, damn it.
Well, you know, it had to happen. You know, it had to happen.
Oh, the curse continues.